Welcome back to the final video of the build of the coffee table. Before I go any further, I want to ask you to please like, subscribe, and comment. Now, I'm only just starting this YouTube journey, and it's been fun so far. And I have a lot more to do and a lot to build. Your likes, subscriptions, and positive comments help me and help the channel grow. It really keeps me motivated. This is only my third long-form video, and I hope to do one every couple of weeks to a month. Your subscriptions and likes keep me motivated. I want to tell you, I'm learning a lot as I go, and I'm really loving it. Your support means a massive amount to me. Thank you so much. I rolled 5 coats of the British paints H2O enamel white over a period of a week with sanding using the fantastic Diablo 400 grit sand net. Remember, here in Australia, the sand net from Diablo is by far the best you can get, period. The assembly of all the furniture that I'm going to be doing will be a lot easier with the changes I'm making to my bench, but the Craig pocket hole jig did its job perfectly, and assembly was actually quite easy and quick. Probably the only negative that I had with the Craig system is the driver that came with it. I replaced it very quickly with the Irwin that I'm currently using in this video. As you can see, the dry assembly went together pretty well. This is before I put the top on, and of course before I put the drawer in. And honestly, it was looking great. Now, I think I would use a different colored white next time, but here's the final result after delivery. You can see in the lower right-hand corner on the leg there, about halfway up, there's a small mark. That's the only damage done in transport. It went together very well. The assembly, I put the top on at its new home at my son's place. And this is going to be a table that I hope that my granddaughters are able to use for many, many years to come. I made every aspect of this table as strong as possible, just so that it will be able to endure the rigors of life for years to come. One of the issues that I find with the couple of builds that I've done recently is that the tables lacked ornate routing, and so the new router table that I'm going to be building with the planer / thicknesser cabinet, as well as the cabinet that I'm going to be having my bandsaw on, will be very helpful. The router table will be immensely helpful. It'll allow me to do much more ornate work. I've also got a couple of other reviews that I'm going to talk about just real briefly. Fantastically. I want to get some Titebond 3. I can't buy it from my primary the company that I usually buy from, which is a big box hardware store. Can't buy it, but if we can get that, that's fantastic. Also, highly rated, the Craig pocket hole jig. Can't fault it. The jig itself, very easy to use, very easy to set up, easy to clamp. The modifications I'm making to my bench will help with that. Also, I wanted to talk about this again. This stuff is fantastic. Now this is the 400 grit, and it comes in a pack of 10. It's a bit pricey when you consider it per sheet, but if you consider the fact that it lasts as long as it does over regular paper, it's actually good value, and it gives you a much better result. It lasts a lot longer. I used 2 sheets during that entire build of the 400 grit. Now I used the 80, the 180, and the 400. Fantastic stuff. Or 120 and the 180 and 400. It's fantastic, very easy to use, really good. You can actually wash it. It's that good. One other thing too I'm going to be doing is, instead of rolling, I purchased a sprayer. And it's an airless sprayer, and I'm going to give it a shot, see how it goes. Hopefully that will improve my finish. That's one of the areas that I think that I've not done real well at this point, is the finish. With the rolling and the sanding between coats, it really looked great in my opinion. Last thing. So I'm going to be using my good SLR as my primary video camera on future builds. The iPhone has done great. I probably will continue to use it to some degree, but I think I want the improved quality as well. I've done a bit of video on the next video that you're going to see, which is our trip to Sydney this last weekend, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it looks. Now, some of the things that I'm going to be doing soon, I've got a French cleat wall to put up, the cabinets to build in my bench, improving my bench in a couple of other areas. I need to make a sled for the table saw. That's going to be another video unto itself. But also, I've got a lot of other projects in the house itself. I have got one specific build that I'm doing 2 small cabinets made out of cypress that I'm going to be using in our bathrooms, the 2 bathrooms here in the house. So I'm looking forward to doing those, and looking forward to you taking the ride with me. Remember, this is very new to me, and I'm learning a lot of things. One thing that I'm trying to cut out more are some of the ums and the ahs and the pauses. That's been very difficult to do. I'm getting there, I'm learning, and I really appreciate you subscribing, and I would appreciate your likes, and also would appreciate sharing and commenting. It helps me a lot. It helps me stay motivated. Got a lot to do, a lot really interested in continuing on to build. We got a lot of builds coming. So anyway, in saying that, have a great one, and thank you again for stopping by at Mountain Ash Joinery. Have a great one.